What's up, fellow gamers? Welcome back to Let's Play Seven Nights Flashpoint. We've got a Loot 3 Files mission coming in for our Gunrunner Origami Joe. If we can get it relatively quickly, we get a huge surge of influence and can push towards his next limit break, which would be nice. Max out his weapon mods, max out his street armor. Ultimately, we're on a bit of what you could argue is a skeleton crew for this mission. We do have 4 mercs for it, but ultimately, we had to hire a new Cyber Knight, a new Cyber Sword. Our Cyber Knight herself is actually pretty injured. We can actually investigate the fact that she's got less HP, less initiative, less evasion. So, you know, could possibly be killed. It's theoretically could be done, but we crafted level 4 Raptor pistol, so really highly accurate, really good ranges here. I'm still running the level 4 sniper rifle. Managed to actually properly equip the Chicago series Orbit Assault. That's pretty good. Our new Cyber Sword is in with his crafted Slam Dancer, who's holding the shotgun here, because we're again playing with unique primary and unique secondary weapons per player, and so if someone's got to hold a shotgun, we're going to put it on the melee guy, and then because we're kind of out of options, we're going to put a silenced sniper rifle on our Agent EX here, because someone's got to hold a revolver, and might as well put it on the person that we can at least throw something silenced onto, and so it'll be a little bit tight. The optimal range here is 35, the noise range here is 36. It'll be a little bit awkward here to have him move around and do stuff, but end of the day, it is what it is. Noise radius on the revolver is actually even louder, so it's going to be kind of awkward, but it's fine. We don't have to get a lot of kills. We're here to loot some files and get out relatively quickly. The primary goal is to generate influence for Origami Joe. The secondary goal is getting any money at all. Well, the pieces of the formula have been sent. We've been sent to find are hidden in loot boxes throughout the facility. We've read this before, so I'm going to skip past it, but if you want to go ahead and read the dialogue, feel free. Welcome to the Sector 1 Interchange. Difficulty settings are on your screen now. Max health bar status, no resistances on the squad at all. We are against a corporal faction, so they have the assault rifle wielding guards, which makes them more deadly than the street factions, who are tankier for what it's worth, but whatever. We do not care about the Matrix Coast. We do not know where our exit is just yet. But considering there is 2 loot boxes on that side and 3 on that side, odds are much higher. If we hug the right-hand side, we'll get what we want. Of course, there are a lot of guards here, which can make things pretty scary. Kind of is what it is. I think we're far enough away that I'm not going to get run into. But I do want to know what the guard patrols are. So I will delay you. I'll tactical surge, because of course we should. It's just an awesome talent overall. And I can catch a decent number of these guys in the first look ahead, so let's see what they're going to do. You're running away, that's good news for me. You're also running away, it's good news for me. And you're going to run over there, which is fine. We can have somebody knock this camera down and probably kill these 2 guards. I don't know what you're doing, but it's probably going to be okay. But we keep having the team delay. And then because I'm feeling pretty safe, and I want to make sure, well, if you run toward me, I'm sad, but that's so unlikely that I would like to run up and go for an early line crawler. If I went to here, I mean, I'm a little bit worried about what you're going to do, though, is the thing. I think for now I can delay, it'll be okay. But I just got to make sure that at 12 I'm doing the right thing. So we can have the rest of the team go really late here. I could look for a lure angle, but I think I'm fine the way it is. CK will go late, and let's have the guards all move. So you're running away as well. Okay, we didn't know about that one. You're standing, but you're going to be hard to reach because you're behind some cover. Partially, anyway. But it makes the beginning of this map pretty easy because we're not actually running into that many guards. But it will get a little bit dicier over time. Maybe lure can save us for that. We'll see. You're just standing. And, okay, that's basically everybody. The last guy to move is you. We still don't... Oh, wait, no. We know what you're doing. You're running over there. Okay. So that means we have quite a bit of freedom here. Oh, wait. No, I'm gonna wait on you. It's you that I need to run. There we go. Okay. So if I maximize your movement here, you are easily... I'm going to put you behind a wall just in case. Behind cover here. In case this guy somehow sees you out of the corner of his eye. He shouldn't, but hey, let's be safe. Let's go ahead and line crawler this camera. This is going to give us a lot of space here. We opened up a couple new guards here. We know, a little bit more information about what these guys are doing. That's fine. No need to snipe just yet. You can keep waiting. Let's have this guard move. We know where he's headed. Okay. Now, it's going to be tough to be properly quiet with the sniper. That's still going to be a bit of an issue. But I think it'll be largely okay. Okay, yeah. So if we go for the urban assault and get a lot of damage here, we are going to wake up just a ton of guards. It is basically not possible for us to get everything really clean. I can go with the SMG and it's a bit more decent. Like, going from here is, I think, pretty playable. They're both going to hear me, but I'll hit them both back, and I can switch to semi-auto for a final shot. That seems pretty playable. I think popping silence is... It's just free move speed, basically, so I can get farther up. I don't really care about what kind of cover I'm behind, but I think actually having her... Now, I think the sniper should be grabbing this stuff. The sniper should be the one farthest back. So I think, yeah, having the Vanguard, like, kind of run straight forward. Okay, gotta make sure I'm not getting into earshot range, though. Yes, we go to here. That seems fine. I would like someone to grab this box. It's just going to be a little bit tough, potentially. So here we go. It's an ambush. It is indeed. You are being ambushed. Do not resist. Oh, wow. Nice. The 1 and 3. Cool. I can turn off... Oh, right. I could have done this at the start, but I can do it later. It's not a big deal. Actually, I can't clean these corpses up, but they're down for many turns thanks to the Agent EX, so I'm going to wait until we're dealing with this kind of stuff, and then I'll pop System Malfunction that came out of my Field Up Center. His AR is loud, unfortunately. We can see the stats on it. Noise 36, range 27. So getting shots on these guys without waking everyone else up is going to be kind of tough. I have a pistol, though. It's probably going to be my primary mode of attack as a result. I want to go start here. I want to shoot this guy first, because that way I'm still a stealth character. So I go here. I get surprise target. Gives me the stealth crit, and he's gone. So I'm glad I made that choice. I can go to here. Need to shoot around my Vanguard. This will probably count as obstructed, but it is what it is. I get to be a stealth character again. Surprise target. 33% crit chance. What a camera angle. And we got what we wanted. I think running straight forward is correct. Now I'm actually really tempted to kind of greed for this box. Because, and the thing is, the funny thing is, it should have been the Vanguard. Because the Vanguard can put up a vision block wall and just like get this box really, really easily. But it's not going to be the Cyber Knight. I don't think I need to predict what you're doing. I think we're okay as we are. Well, you're at 19. Cool. Okay, you're running away. And you're running over there. Alright, fine. Just kind of wanted the info. I am really afraid of sending my Cyber Sword to do this. Actually, with Unique having the highest initiative, she can bump his initiative to make sure he's safe. So I'm going to go ahead and make this greed play. Actually, no. Darn, yeah. The agent sort of ran this way. We're just going to have him do it. I think this is not quite optimal. Okay, lots more guards here. But they've all lost the initiative war. And so, realistically, I can run up here, grab this box. If I have to run the secret over to buff his initiative, I will. But he can grab this box and come back out and join the team. And we're just going to ignore this side of the map. I don't think I'm going to go for this. I don't think I care. So we get the Stabilizer Part 1. Pay data in hand is as good as cash in hand. There's more to find. Don't let the AI slow you down. Keep moving. Alrighty, well, we do have the possible exit now. We have straight forward and right over there. So yeah, realistically, again, I'm not going to greed this out. I'm going to run right across map on this guy. A lot of guys can hear the sniper rifle. So, and if I go farther to the left, even more hear it. So, somewhere around here where I can catch a couple people. Actually, he's going to grab the box, right? He's going to grab the box. And I will grab at least these two boxes. I'll probably grab this one and just make this loop happen and then be done. 30k. Ooh, 55k. Huge. Great box. Okay, cool. Well, you can shoot a couple of these guys, which seems reasonable. Everyone's winning an initiative, which is good news. Alright, this one's much, much less scary than the other mission was. Alright, so now, do I want to try to alpha strike these guys? I can run up here and get literally no damage. That seems a little suspect. I think just going here and hiding behind this box and being like, we'll figure it out eventually, is reasonable. None of these guards are going anywhere scary, right? Like, none of them are doing anything spicy, so I think you just running away is totally, totally reasonable. Good job, buddy. You did it. Do I want to preempt any of these guards? I think no. This box makes this guy impossible to kill. These guys aren't worth jumping on. I think we can just delay. No one over here is remotely dangerous, so let's just let them all act. And, I mean, thank you, Look Ahead, right? Look Ahead says we have absolutely no variance here. We know it's totally fine. So that's pretty fortunate. Thank you, Look Ahead. Great talent. I do recommend learning it. When I first started playing this game in early access, which was, I think, July of 24, there were only, like, I want to say, like, 8 or 10 maps. It could have been more than that, but it was, like, pretty close to that. And so it was very easy to just memorize all the guard patterns because you'd hit the same maps over and over again. There's like 30 now, I think, roughly around there. And so it's much less likely that you can memorize all the guard patterns. But I got to a point where it's like, actually, I don't need Look Ahead because I already know how the guards all move. Because I had like just, you know, played each map 15 times. And I knew like vaguely what the guards were doing anymore. But that's changed. I no longer have the memorized guard patterns. So Look Ahead is really valuable. Oh, you're running off that way. This will probably be pretty quick. Oh, man, they're constantly in high quality cover, which is really annoying. So I think what I want to do is, okay, I think it's time to knock down the cameras. We'll skip the camera moves because it doesn't matter. But we get some time here to. Yeah. So wow, oh right, you are looking that way. Yeah, that's kind of annoying actually. So you're going to be hard to deal with. You're also going to be hard to deal with. I'm thinking we go for... Oh, I don't want to get hurt if I can help it. Okay, if I go here... If I go... I'm trying to get... There we go. 4 action points and line of sight. This shot is decent. I'm going to check from, like, right here and, like, how good are the shots? Right, so... Optimal range is kind of annoying. That's hard cover, so you're going to be, like, impossible to kill. Like, as soon as we get rid of the surprise target buff, it's going to really suck. But if you're in stun range... Nope, you're not. Okay. So, realistically, then... I could, like, shoot once, run forward, and stun. That seems kind of crappy. But it would give space for us to run up and finish this kill. You're running towards him next turn, but that's fine, because... You're going to run away. You're going to run up closer. You're going to run away. I don't know what you're doing. What's the right version of this? I can probably bypass you for a little while. We can try to let you run away. I'm not getting intercepted yet. These guys are walking up, and I'm a little afraid of that. I don't want to be stuck in the middle here. If they're running straight forward and they get to here, they can see me. So I have to make some progress for sure. I think it's actually run. Yeah, and so the other problem is if I go for a good set of shots on this guy, I'm in audio range of him. So I like am really tempted to go find a stun. And it's hard to get line of sight on this guy. It's got to be like from right here. So it's like I'm trying to balance a clean shot, a good stun. So I can run to here. I lose surprise target as a result. It puts me in stun range though. I really want to keep surprise target because I want the triple crit damage. But it's really hard to find a way to do that. I think ultimately I'm just going to go for this shot here. If it doesn't work, I can... If I run up here, I'm in stun range. No, I'm not. Okay, so I have to run up to here. Go to 2 action points. And then just stun and then shoot. And it is what it is. And we'll delay this guy for a little bit longer. Okay. Stun you. You're alerted, but I'm still hidden. Chance it's not terrible here. I have some recoil, which kind of sucks, but the chance it's not terrible. Okay, no crit, but at least we got damage. Vanguard is going to try to do something good. I'm going to try to get an effective lure. Pull him maybe towards like this plane or something. Hover transport, whatever. It's not changing that much, but it means, well... Okay, so I can run past this, no problem. And I'm going to be in vision so little it won't matter here. I'm tempted to throw Refract down. And block this line of sight. Like, that's pretty worthwhile. Yeah, it doesn't really get seen. Refracting here seems worth. This will block those guards really cleanly. That shot's going to be almost impossible. As she's already hunted, she can't get stealth crits. If you go here, you can shoot this guy. But he's going to wake up. Like, I don't need to wake him up yet. I think him being unaware is fine for now. You can just take a reload. You can run up, and it's going to be impossible for you to get a good sniper shot. This guy is basically just the guy who's grabbing boxes. He doesn't have any other uses, really. No rush in putting smoke down. Again, this is blocking vision well enough that we're going to be fine. But he's basically just only running and using things like Shuriken Wave. He just doesn't know whether, like, useful tools. And I think that is also fine. He can sneak into there and it's totally okay. If I'm wrong, we're going to be really sad, but I'm pretty sure it's fine. Yep, we're fine. Okay. Decent enough turn. You know nothing. You'll just move. You're stunned, so nothing going on. And then, yeah, you're just not going to be useful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you're going to stop short here and not see any corpses or see us. So we should be totally fine. I think this line of sight might be scary, but I'm moving first. So far, so good. You are guarding. You are guarding. Alright, I need to wait. Let the guards have their turn. Yep, a lot of these guards on the other side of the map are just doing the simple wait. Do I care about you walking away? Because I kind of let this happen, but I think it's fine for now. I feel like I'm not in a rush. I think I'm not in a rush to shoot that guy either. Actually, I want to move a little bit so I don't get caught out. But I also want to get not heard. So if I get too close, you can hear the gunfire. But if I'm in the wrong spot, maybe he can see me. So I think the play is actually, like, reload, shoot, shoot, move, something like that. The reason I'm reloading first is I want to keep my focused fire buff for the second shot, because it's going to be really hard to get this kill otherwise. I'm so surprised I got that. Would you see a corpse? No. Okay, good. Okay, well, I won a lot of coin flips in a row. It's pretty fortunate. Looks like I can stand here. That should be safe from this guy and safe from him. So that's the play. Great. You can just simply wait. I'm going to let this guy run away. Off he goes. He's going to see that corpse, no problem, though. That's a bit of an issue, but we can wait to kill that guy by a turn. He's still stunned. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. I didn't think about him getting flanked. I thought about it last turn and then forgot about it. Okay, this became a problem. How do we deal with you? Well, Mare has a shotgun, so we can go for a stun. It's not beautiful, but it will function. You're stunned until next turn. Yeah, we're gonna basically stun him for gun and like trigger gunfire, and then just like run for the exit as fast as possible. It's not worth going for the kills. There's no upside to getting a lot of kills, right? The only benefits I can gain are go quick and like get the last box and get it under security level 2. Let's just not, you know, try too hard. Let's not go too far. I'm pretty sure with like smokescreen and vision blockers will be fine. But I do want to stun this guy. I think it's correct to do so. I could choose to throw a stun trap, but I think I'll use a shotgun. I'm not sure yet, though. For now, that we can delay. He's stunned. He's patrolling back that way. He's going to walk up and see nothing. He's going to be face planting into that wall. You probably won't see my guy, but you are going to be walking up. Oh, you might? Whew, that was close. I forgot. He had a turn earlier and I just like delayed, but I should have 100% walked up to here. Okay, so if I want to go for a shotgun stun, I've got to walk up to here. Everyone will hear it. This guy will actually get woken up by the stun as well. He'll be in the AoE. Oh, wait, no. He's not the Scourge. He has a shotgun, but he can't stun. Okay. Best I can do is shock mine then. I think it's worth it. Let's see. I mean, well, yeah, I don't want to get shot at, right? It's worth burning a shock mine to, like, make sure we're okay. Alright. Well, you're stunned. This guy's on his patrol. You've got a sword that you can't use easily. Yeah, that you have not enough action points by any means. This guy's gonna hear the footsteps. That's gonna be bad for me. Don't love that. Oh, and if he doesn't get a bunch of kills, he's gonna get stressed, which is gonna be annoying, but it is what it is. You're at 16. Unique gets to go early. Gets to throw down things like, you know, pre-computed and whatever. I would like this box. I don't need that box, but I'd like it. There's a good chance it's got one of the stabilizer pieces in it. Right, there's 2 pieces left in 3 boxes, so... right, the empty box is only one of these 3, so... You know, it's a 1 in 3 that I want both of these, and it's a guarantee I want at least one. But it's 1 in 3 that I want both. But it's also only 1 in 3 that this one's empty, so... 2 out of 3, this one has a thing in it. Anyway, so how do I maximize this, really? I don't know if I want to bet on getting the best initiative roll. I could also try to early shock mine this guy. That would help block the escalation from footsteps. If you're going at 16, I can beat that. So I'm gonna go back here. I think I'm gonna shock mine this dude. I think this is fine. And then we can make our progress. Okay, so. We gotta knock some guards out, realistically. This kind of needs to start happening. But it's hard to get clean line of sight here. I think going all the way up to here gives me pretty good angle on it. Eh, not quite. I don't think this guy dies. I'm so cramped here. I don't want to just like grab... I mean, I could just like grab the box and instantly leave. That just seems wrong, though. I like would want to get these kills. But how much do I care about him reporting me? Because he's going to. Right? There's no way I get this kill otherwise. It's just so cramped with his cover being here. I'm just like... I'm digging myself into a deeper and deeper hole because I'm... It's like I don't really even need this blueprint very much. I just want to complete fast. And the thing is I can just like run there and be done. I think I actually might do it that way. I might legit just be like, hey, you guys are stunned, screw it. We're just going to all group up behind this hovercraft and just get out. Like, that's actually the play I'm going to make. So, ooh, nice. We got an assault rifle blueprint. I'll have to double check if that's better than what I have or not. It's close. Than the level 4 crafted gun. I don't know where you're headed, but I'm pretty sure I can use refract and it'll be fine. I could also walk a little bit less and just throw lure and just drag you into the corner. There's no AI escalation. These guys are stunned. And yeah, I can just lure you into the corner, and here you go. Just stand there. Only costs 1. Walk forward. Could try to throw another refract down, but I don't have a good angle on it. There's no point. Actually, you know what? Let's throw this down anyway. Align with the boxes. There we go. Camera's still down until end of next turn. This guy doesn't have a lot to do. I can run up here and shuriken wave these two. Doesn't do a lot, but it's like a little bit of free damage and... yeah, I think we're just going for the exit. We didn't get... No, I really want this loot box, though. I really want that loot box. We gotta find ways to kill these guys off, though, for that to happen. The really crazy move is like run here, throw down smoke, but that's pretty silly. I mean, this box has 150k in it. Like we now know these 2 boxes have loot, have stabilizer parts, and so if I can do it all at 1 turn, it's worth doing, like 100%. So I'm gonna run to here. I'm gonna shuriken wave because I can. It's basically free. It's 1 action point, but I'm not going any farther. A little bit of damage. Doesn't mean a ton, that's fine. It's not meant to mean a lot. These guys are there, that's fine too. I'm gonna stand here. My smoke screen costs 0. I'm gonna... Unfortunately, there's no small circle for the exact radius of the smoke, but it's fine. Okay, yes, he sees smoke. He's now suspicious. He's gonna walk in because of that. He's gonna actually... That's gonna create some tally because of that, which might be a problem because he might turn around. Report of smoke. Investigation in process. So, I should have him delay. I don't know who got told to move via the smoke, but I'm just going to assume... Let's see. Yeah, you're still alert, but you're still gone for a couple of turns. You're still gone for the rest of this turn. You're gone for next turn. You're unaware. You're unaware. I think you're just going to investigate. And I believe there's going to be no, like... Ooh, you're a little bit of a scary spot, actually. I should be worried about that a little bit. Actually, can I get my entire team out? No, because I can't get him out, and he's spotted, which means if we aggro guards... Well, we can buff his initiative. Okay, I can just YOLO this. Alright, we're done during this turn. We're going to YOLO this. I'm going to walk up. I'm going to get seen. I don't care. Loot, please. Grenade. Alright, you're done. Alright, you're going to buff this guy. Up to 18. To be extra special and cautious around this, because I have the extra point, no problem. I'm going to rewind you, which gives plus move speed. I easily make it out. He hears me. I don't care. You make it no problem, with more than 1 AP to spare. Alright. Great. And then, look, I don't need to kill these guys. They're just guards. They're just doing their job. I don't need to kill you. There's no reason to. We got 4 to 5 boxes. We got under security level 2. We got under 10 turns. We are not overstaying our welcome. We're out of there. All I missed was 1 box. I got everything else. To me, that's worth it. Some is better than nothing, right? Well done. I knew I could count you to pull this off. The street will be rabid to get it before Matsu even starts using it. Alright, solid XP. Pretty good payment. Rogue got stressed from Bloodthirsty because he didn't get 4 kills. Yep, that's going to keep being a problem. We'll try to make sure we only run him in combat missions as a result, but we were kind of under the gun here. Didn't have a big option. So, cool. That's all nice. Let's compare briefly. I think it's actually quite difficult to compare blueprints to weapons you're already holding. So, here, let's just sort by gear to make it easy to find people. Right, so if we unequip the mods real quick. This is 72, 9 by 170, 16 and 23. So the big thing is 9 by 170 and 1623. If we go here, fewer bullets, less accuracy, less damage, and less range. So we clearly want the street gun more than we want the crafted gun, which is good to know, right? That like, hey, no, it's not superior. Getting the limit break was correct. It was better. There isn't a better version of this pistol, right? 76 and 210 is just, we look at weapons that we've got, and yeah, the 76 and 175, right? Way more damage, still good range. Raptor is indeed better, but for the Urban Assault, we were happy we got street guns. Okay, cool. Before I forget, let's actually put the mods back on, because there's totally a world where I forget. But the nice thing is now Origami Joe is in a pretty good spot here, where we've got a mission here. Okay, cool. But Joe is up to 70 influence, so 1 more pop. We can Puppet Master, we can max out street weapon mods, we can max out street armor. Positive stuff there for sure. Plan is, now that my sniper is out of the hospital, we can send her for treatment. Now, I probably want to send my Cyber Knight first. This is probably more important. I don't care about this mission at all, and then everything else is kind of pending as it is, so Cyber Knight is most important. Let's send you for treatment. And yeah, we're going to keep going for doctor visits as fast as we can. Let's go ahead and detox some people while we can as well. So let's go ahead and send... I guess we'll just sort by stress. Who can actually go? You're busy being wounded, and I think realistically... yeah, let's just send you to detox. Your wound might worsen, but we got to use this bench somehow at some point. So let's do that. We'll run another mission, I think, during this, unless there's like a lot of base building that we have to do for some reason, but I don't think we do. Double check there's no other things to craft. No, not really. I don't have any better gear than what I've got right now. I'm happy with the steel snake that I've got. I've got an extra one thanks to this. It's worth 12k. It's not a huge deal, but it could have been a nicer one, potentially. Right, so time ticks forward. Hype limit break, cool. I think loyalty is just really nice overall. None of these are very useful, so I don't care. We'll just give you loyalty. Let's keep going. Hacking Station is moving towards being upgradable. Dealmaker, yeah, so Co-Conspirator's up very, very soon. Puppet Master is a while away, but we can Co-Conspirator and, like, send somebody in. Field Ops is also building its upgrades. Sounds good to me. Keep going on that. Alright, well, we've got a Scav raid up against Warner Braun, defending, dropping them off, stashing loot. We've seen this dialogue before. So if we want to run a raid, we've got this thing. Oh, that is a huge amount of influence. Okay, wow. We don't actually need to do much more than just the baseline mission. But, yeah, we can get a blade grip blueprint. But yeah, it's like, so basically I am tempted to send him some blueprints to limit break him first, to see if we can get him to force onto a power play. Because if we get him to get the power play tag, and then we get a bunch of influence from this, he'll limit break again. Then we can get him on a specific like, the limit break can be another specific power play. So I think getting him up there is pretty worthwhile. Let's again sort by influence then. Dance Hall is still waiting, Ghoul is still waiting, and Diego's next. So, yeah, let me at least send him one set of blueprints here. Show me blueprints that Diego will buy. Don't show me garbage. Okay, so I'm going to sell him something. I'm probably going to sell him the sniper rifle. Actually, I'm selling the revolver, probably. Actually, I'm never crafting this Urban Assault. I know I'm not crafting this because I've got a better one already. So I'm going to sell this to Diego. This will get him to 80. Try to get him to limit break. I might actually try to push Origami Joe up there as well. Basically, if you ever have a lot of contacts who are all waiting on a limit break, you get to a point where it will just force them on. Normally it's 1 per 6 days. But if a lot of people are waiting, it will just force them instantly. And so I'm going to try to do this, where I'm going to try to force on enough where we get something going on. Similarly, we're going to go ahead and craft these files, these file sets. So here are all the file sets we can sell, and they're worth 20 influence. Let's try to force on more people. You're already here. We can force on Yuna. I think that's... Well, I'll wait till Dance Hall's done with her limit break, I think. Actually, let me see who else I can sell stuff to. It's just those two. There we go. I think limit breaking Dr. Ash is worth it. So I think selling to her is fine. Or Doran here, honestly. Like, getting my my splicers up is actually pretty valuable. So I think Dr. Ash is playable. I think... yeah, it's basically my two doctors, right? So... One thing I would like to wait for, though, is if I have Puppet Master, I can make him get all these at once. The Cybernetics, by the way, caps at rank 4. And imported caps at rank 2, so like one Puppet Master puts Doran at, like, basically full power of everything. So it'd be kind of nice there, but that's in 12 days. Co-Conspirator is up already. I'm going to pop it. Actually, I can't because I have too much heat. So I can't use Co-Conspirator at all. That's just going to be stuck for a little bit. Let's see. How do I want to do this? Oh, this is just a random thing. Okay, we can sell this for money. Here you go, pay me. Okay, these can all be sold for influence. Yeah, ideally I'd wait for Dance Hall to be done, but again, I do want to push up my my doctors if I can. I'm like between stuff more than I should be. Let's just sell. It doesn't matter. I need to wait on this because anything that Owen can buy, I want to wait so I can use it to upgrade her recently unlocked service. I don't need this, but this just puts her in line, so we can force more stuff to happen. Save this for Owen, and this is fine as it is. Okay, well, it's probably not ideal, but we'll just see what happens. Okay, room cleaned up. It's time for counter intel. That lets me lower my heat, which is valuable. I can upgrade the hacking station. That's good. There we go. And she's going to be on a power play. It's not going to be much. We don't currently have a power play that can affect her, but that's fine. Actually, let me check something real quick, because she might have a tag that makes it work anyway for some reason. Let's go by name. Here's... Hello? Why can't I read? There we go. Yeah, she has no traits that are going to give her any current power plays, but that's fine. At some point they'll get added, right? And so It'll become a thing at some point in the line. Okay, you've had your exposure limit break. Good for you. I don't really care. You're an enemy as it is, so have fun, buddy. Okay, my Cyber Knight has finished healing. That's good news. Who's next? You're in treatment. You're wounded for a couple of days. This is going to be really cheap, though. 5k is like nothing, so... Other option, though. Oh, this is going to be due in 6 hours. I need to bump these. Boost legwork. Boost legwork. I didn't check if there were more on offer. Yep, I griefed. This was a legwork on offer. I screwed up. It's my fault. I should have checked first. Oh well. At least this is done. We're going to give a ton of influence to our splicers, it turns out. Yeah, I made some mistakes here on the base management side recently, but oh well. Okay, so what's the plan? What's the actual plan? Yeah, sucks I got this wrong. We'll delay it as long as we can. Wait for more tokens. We're going to keep waiting for influence limit breaks. We're going to let this mission go because I don't care about B-Tuna at all. This one, I care about some, but I'm going to try to make sure he limit breaks first. Didn't have to crack any skulls. He wrote tolerance for threats. It was very low. Favors and influence. Okay, great. We're going to let this skip because I don't care about B-Tuna. Field Ops is ready to be upgraded. Let's do that. This mission is still due. Actually, we had people just finish healing, right? He's resting. Yeah, okay, I can do more stuff now. And she's in... Oh, that'll be fun. That'll be a cool thing as well, actually. That's going to unlock new stuff for me, which is a positive. Puppet Master in 9 days. Okay, fine. You're detoxing for 1 day 18. Who can I heal? I can heal you. Let's send you for treatment. There you go. Let that skip. Hype limit break. I can bump Ballistic Soul Processor, which seems very good to me. A bunch of damage and crit and crit. Yes, please. Yep. Detoxing. You are wounded, but you're still there. You're wounded, but you're currently getting treated. You're still injured. You're done. You're in detox. You're in treatment. Okay, yeah. So once she's done with detox, we can send her. Exposure for you. Yep, don't care. There we go. Ready to heal her now. It is thankfully hasn't gotten any worse, so we can just spend the money. I'm very glad I have 2 doctors. It's very helpful. We're out from under the scary bit, which is nice. Counter intel is up. Guess what? Let's blow off some heat. And do it again. Alright, down to 46. We can now co-conspire. That's helpful. Detox is open. Sort by stress. Let's see. I want to run Diego's mission as a thing, and that's due in 6 days, and I want to run my CK on that mission, so it shouldn't be her. Let's send the agent. You can detox. You're fine. Alright. Yeah, trainer's still open, which makes total sense. Legwork at some point there. Okay, fine. We've got a hack file set mission. We don't have a charge for this, and unfortunately, I really don't want data flood. This is really useless, but it's probably worth the favor to try to get a better... It's probably worth the favor to get a better option here. It could fail, but like I don't really need favors for this guy, so let's get... Medical Items 3 is not complete trash. It's not great, but here. We can show what this guy sells. So we have, you know, some pretty high-level medical medkits. 200 health, 2 charges. 150 health, 3 charges. They don't have the throwable AoE ones, which are my favorites because the range is such a big deal. As well as hitting more than one person can, you know, be pretty relevant as well, but it's something. And that is, yeah, medical items capped out. Again, if I had Puppet Master, these would all be capped out, and I'd have a, you know, a full doctor, but don't have that. Do want co-conspire. Can't co-conspire with him right now because he's now on a storyline. So I do want to generate that as soon as I can. I want to bump Field Ops to 3. I want to bump Hacking Station at some point to 3. I want to bump Counter Intel so I can lower heat some more. That seems worthwhile. I want to bump Cold Storage so I can get better crafting. That seems worthwhile. Underworld Hub 3 at some point, but not there just yet. Okay, well, still finishing up all this legwork and stuff. I guess I'll skip the Matrix part of this and try to put an implant in my primary hacker here. So if I go into Cyber Surgery, I want to give you Neurotoner 2 for the 120 plus IO. This is really, really good. It's a really big deal. I could have started it sooner. It's right. It's a 9-day downtime, but yeah, we want this. This is really good. In fact, I didn't think about it until just now. We have a lot of open beds right now, so we can give a lot of people good stuff. So this is due in 5 days, and in terms of people who are available for it, I've only got 4 people right now. I'll swap you in for the... Here, I'll swap your loadout into the sniper stuff. There. At least you have a gear. So I can play these 4 people right now. And also, as it turns out, I'm probably not going to play any more missions this episode because we're at 40 or so minutes, but next episode will be a mission. We'll run this next episode, I'm pretty sure, before that thing. So let's see. You'll be wound recovered. Yeah, so these two will be back. And he'll be back as well. So I can put a lot of people in for implants and it'll be totally fine. And I'll have people to run this mission, no problem. Now, it's going to be combat heavy. A risky business move for a gun runner is probably a combat mission. So I'm going to bias towards my combatants being available, which might mean, like, the Scourge is going down. He's in detox, of course. He's already in surgery. We could... Yeah, I think it's, like, implant for the Cyber Sword, the Vanguard. And then we leave, like, the Gunslinger, Soldier, like, Sniper all available. That kind of thing. So... Yeah, we can lower his move speed to give him a bunch of extra kinetic damage. It's expensive, 250k, but it is good. Other option would be going for Synth Muscle. Relatively expensive, pretty long downtime, but stats are good. There's a Synth Muscle too, though. I really like Display Link, even though it gives ranged accuracy. Crit chance and crit damage is really good overall. Yeah, it's a long downtime, but it's just good overall. Other option here is Neural Accelerator, which gives evasion, initiative, and some stats. Pretty expensive though at 200k, so that's going to be, you know, a bit of a hard sell right now. In fact, money is really tight, so I'm not even sure anyone can wear this. I would need to get money from something, and I'm not sure I have the ability to do so. Let me see. Let me check my inventory for, like, probably not weapons I can sell, but actually I have too many pistols on, so I can sell a couple of these. I have the right number of armors. I can sell some of this stuff, though. I'm going to sell most of my AT grenades. I'm going to sell ion rechargers. I'm going to hold these. I'm going to sell patch X kits. They're too situational. I'll keep Dazzlers. This is a pretty good drug. This is decent drug. It's basically... It pays the move point back and gives you some move speed. It's, you know, decent here. Caltraxia, I don't love armor ones. I'm just going to sell that one out. I guess I have enough shock mines. Maybe not. I'm not sure. I'm going to sell Cram Shot. I think this is low enough value. Sell the base. I'm going to sell the bad med kits because I have better ones now. I have enough money now that I can do one implant. So I'm going to go to my Vanguard. I'm going to say, hey, let's give you a display link. And we're going to slowly get display link on all my characters for baseline range accuracy and crit chance, crit damage. I think it's really worth it. It's nice playing on, like, not Chrome, because you have enough money to do stuff like this. Oh, I also forgot that I have a bunch of counts I can sell. So we'll sell the basics right away. They're never worth anything special. But for these, I'm going to wait until, like, Dance Hall Limit Breaks, for example. Alright. My source leaked a Rook Tech Matrix host storing valuable bioformula. Just hack the files in the set. They won't keep the recipe in this host for long. A data courier will scoop it up and transport it to a lab. So get going. Yeah, but we've talked about this already. We've had this dialogue earlier in the run. Mission is due in 11 days, which should be, I believe, enough time for my hacker to get out. Yep, he's in for 8 days and change, so we can get that. That's good. All right, there's your wound recovery. Anyone else still wounded? You're not. You're in treatment. You're wounded. We gotta go fix you then. Here, Dr. Ash, help me out. Just enough money. That's good news. All right, my sniper's now good. We have a legwork on offer. I'm going to probably choose to delay that, because I want to make sure my squad is all ready for this mission. Smuggling a crate onto a shuttle going to a near-Earth space station. You know how I feel about lemurs. Someday I got to get myself up there, so I'm making friends. It has to reach Matsumoto Satellite Cluster NTKO. Launchpad's pretty secure, but the employees can be bribed. Not to get a human on the shuttle, but something small, like this crate. Not away the colonies? Nope. My connection to Earth orbit will take care of that. There is so much infrastructure now up in space. The rockets heading for Venus, Mars, and Jupiter all come off launch arrays in Earth's space. But the traffic from the surface, it's nonstop. Our broken megacities need them, and they need us, each for different reasons. Get a package to the transport shuttle? That's all I need. How does a person get up there? That's the dream. That's all I really want. Of course, there are constellations in orbit of Earth. Major luxury hab stations. Those are grand, but you need to be a restricted shareholder if you think you're living up there. And outside of those hot luxury seats, the spots up there for citizens, there is no corporate assignment more competitive. Everyone wants off this dead rock. Alright, well, the ones who could run it is going to be mostly Spanner, who's got Megacorp protocols. He's, of course, busy right now. We can delay for a bit. It's fine. So we'll let him be done. Next episode will be taking this dialogue and running the mission. But yeah, I have no money. Alright, everything is arranged. All the deals are done. Dracia was right to be concerned. There was an attempt on the envoy's life. They were military trained. They knew exactly when and where we would be meeting. They had the place surrounded. A suspicious tip-off. They set off an explosion and then stormed the warehouse from the back. But their firing line was waiting up the front. Luckily, I was on the job. I'd secured alternate exits. Dakota and I descended into the basement and made our escape, but we could hear the slaughter. Well done, you protected the priority asset. Sounds like the Ricksham lost a client in an ambush. That doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. This Dakota is one very troublesome package. I'll be glad when she's out of our care. And that time has come. Once we activate the Coyote, we'll have a very short window to complete the bodyguard job to deliver Dakota to the extraction point. Alrighty, so everything is lined up. Let's drop off this envoy and make the power play happen. Okay, so because we know how long injuries take, there's a sort of a line here, right, where this is a dialogue due in 6 days, then a mission due at some point afterwards. This is a dialogue due in 18 hours, and a mission at some point afterwards there as well. So I probably start here, and then just hope we don't take too much damage and have people ready. But I'm going to basically, yeah, I'll basically do the setup on, we're not going to go on this mission, but I'm going to use it to, like, let me put bodies in and say, hey, we're going to run, probably not you, probably this. We're going to run this soldier layout. And this means you're going to have an urban assault. You're going to have the sniper. And, of course, I'm going to change stuff around to not have silencers here, because, of course, not. I'm also going to do class training. So let's do some class training, and then I'll do the last little bit stuff here. So let's go to we'll just do the entire roster here, all at once. So Cyberknight. Still at the talent limit here. I would really like to go for stutter range at this point. Minus armor is good, crit vulnerability is good, but I feel like I'm going to need the combat power here more than I'm going to need Rewind having charges, because we're about to go into combat here. So let's get the cooldown to 3 and the range to 22. This makes it a lot more usable. Honestly, could have gone for it sooner. If you're trying to, like, lower your variance and lower the chance you're going to lose any missions, you can skip on this and instead go for all this stuff right away. And going even all the way down to here, you can get a 3-turn long stun, right? Because next 2 means totally of 3 turns. Plus a 2-turn cooldown means you get a literal permastun at, like, pretty good range and 1 action point cost. This is really good. I went for the greedier option of getting rewind charges, but Atomic Stutter is the risk-averse option. You're in surgery, but we'll train you anyway. I don't think I need to go for more on Refract. I was happy with a 5-turn cooldown and 2 charges. I think I want to go and get more jam kit going on. I think what I want to go for is charge and cooldown. Leave lure as a 1-point wonder for now. My soldier can take some training. We're all the way up here already. We've got the parts of Margaret we want. We've got the parts of Iron Grip we want. I don't think I need to go for more in Overwatch right now. I think it could be hard for me to get use out of run and gun. I guess it's 2 turns of stuff. 15 crit chance is nice. I mean, this is not terrible just to, like, make sure I'm popping this pretty constantly. I can get a lot of value out of just having constant accuracy and whatnot. Crosshair lock is fine. I mean, it costs me 1 AP, which kind of sucks, but I can make that 0. I think Splat Pat is not really worth the investment. Yeah, I get a wider firing arc, but I don't really care. Like, realistically, I just kind of don't. I think Covering Fire is unneeded. I think Pop Slot is only good if using a full assault rifle that costs 3 AP to reload. Even then, it's you learn the talent and you save 1 action point every 6 turns. I don't care. That's not good enough. Like, it's just straight up not good enough. So basically, yeah, if I'm not taking the really overpowered stuff, which is Savagery and Coordinated Charge, I could get another charge of Overwatch, that would be fine. But I think I will invest in Run and Gun. This seems usable enough. And then I can go here, and this seems pretty playable to run and gun into cover and then be quite safe, so that'll be next level. My face can be trained. That's actually good. I forgot about this, actually. I'm going to go into here and get Field Coordination Height Booster. I could go here for pulling strings. This is not bad either. But I'm going to quickly secure Combat Power first. So we have Height Booster here, which is good. And we've got a 20-turn cooldown. I'll put it down to 10. This is really worthwhile. Keep in mind that once you're already here, this node reads, your talent is now doubly powerful. Obviously grab this, right? If you've gotten this far, this is a clear no-brainer. You should clearly get it. We can add some more upgrades. Okay, fine. We can get an extra charge so we're not, you know, banking on charges as long. Sure. I think 20 turn cooldown and efficiency grind is reasonable, but not an immediate rush here. Train our Gunslinger. I'm still happy with how gun kata is right now. I don't think I need to further increase the cover reduction of Flush. I might want another charge of Link Watch. I don't think I want more in Called Shot. It does give me a bit of crit chance, but... well, it does give me... the funny thing is, like, Called Shot works on anything, so like, I can use it on like an Urban Assault Rifle and get value here, but I'm not sure I really want that. Snapshot actually has legit value because... well, I'm actually at talent limit, so I can't. But this would allow me to... Snapshot Called Shot says you can basically just ditch... you can just not be in Overwatch, right? You just say, hey, I get to attack with pistol revolver. I go before their Overwatch shot. Called Shot means I guaranteed land. They take damage. Okay, they're not doing anything. I knocked them out. Good stuff. But I can't learn more talent, so I've got to like upgrade the ones I've got. I think I want to go for range. Range on Thrown Bullet is useful. I think range on Hold Up is also useful. Not going to be useful for a stealth mission or a combat mission, but I think for now I'll just grab Link Watch charges because he's going to be in combat some. I've got one more point. 15 firing angle and 10 damage seems pretty worthwhile, actually. Nah, I'm fine as it is. Let's go bump Flush and get better armor reduction. I think this is fine. Alright, that's the training. And I believe, again, if this is going to be the core squad, let me just set up a loud loadout here. So let me buy some more barrels. Actually, I have very little money, so I can't buy barrels. Okay, well, fine. We drop the silencer, and we save it as assault rifle loud. Let's sort by highest gear level. We've got our soldier here. Of course, we can unequip this as well. We save this as UAR loud. Go to our cyber sword. I think he's on the mission, right? And this is just the shotgun loadout, nothing new here. Okay, the sniper. Get rid of the suppressor, of course. Save the loadout as sniper loud. And that is our core squad here, right? So, gonna be a little bit tough for our cyber sword to get good use. In fact, I might trade out one of these for combat drugs. I'm gonna say it's the shock miner we're gonna trade out. We're gonna give him move speed. So he can pump this and run around the map a lot more easily. This and the next 3 turns is going to be reasonably valuable. Can I buy any? That's a question. If I search for items, sort by powerful, and I say, hey, just show me combat drugs, I do have a source of hyper V caps, so I can chug these and give a lot of move speed to my cyber sword, which he's going to need pretty desperately. That's good news. This one less useful, but V cap seems worthwhile. The smoke, though, is still very good. We've, crafted this on for some pretty good damage. Overall, very reasonable. Alright, I'll leave the squad. It's going to run this mission next episode, so I will see you there. Bye-bye.